missiles from flying into Tel Aviv. So that is the reason why, especially that, and also the fact that Israel's goal here wasn't to just take out. Israel's goal here was to take out the nuclear facilities or whatever is also bullshit. They didn't meet any of their military goals. They did not meet any of their military goals here at all. And they didn't get to do what they wanted to do, which was to do decapitation strikes and full-blown regime change. And America did not bite. They did, though. How do you know? Because there's no nukes, chatter. That's why. Because there's no nukes. Because Israel's fucking ultimate goal of nukes was bullshit. That wasn't real. That wasn't a real situation at all. They just made that up. Why would they make something like that up? Because they wanted to do regime change in Iran. Speculation part of this is not even speculation. America did not join the conflict beyond bombing the Fordow sites and the two other nuclear sites. One where they were developing. The Fordow site is where they're enriching the uranium, and the other two nuclear sites as well. That was very limited overall. We still don't know if they actually successfully destroyed these sites. But once again, Iran had already talked about how they had moved the enriched uranium away from Fordow. So the nuke part of this is a red herring. It's bullshit. It's not real. They also voted in the parliament to pull out of the International Atomic Energy. It's a red herring till someone gets nuked. We did that shit in Iraq. We got a ton of ships parked out there, man. Don't get it twisted. Yeah, okay, but if you understand we did that shit in Iraq, you understand that it was a fucking massive failure. It didn't even happen in Iran this time. Iraq is what Israel wants to do in Iran. They failed to do that this time around. The reason why they failed to do that is because they don't have the capacity to do that to Iran or any other country on their own. They can only do that if Big Daddy America joins the fight. And Big Daddy America joined the fight in a very limited fashion this time around. They didn't go beyond. They did not go beyond what the most. I mean, it was still a severe escalation. Make no mistake, but they didn't go past blowing up the 3 nuclear sites. In the process, Israel realized that they did not have the air defense capabilities and was more willing to back away from further escalation, which is why I assume when Iran did the exact same thing that they've done, like they did in 2020 after the Qasem Soleimani assassination, like they've done in all of the Operation True Promises so far, when they attacked in a retaliatory manner in an effort to maintain some semblance of sovereignty, in an effort to save face and get a symbolic retaliation in the books, America was fine with that de-escalation. So this ceasefire was implemented. The reason why I still say Iran lost in this, Iran lost a lot in this process is not only because they had a fuck ton of people die in the process, but they also lost any sort of sovereignty they possibly could push for because they lost their air defense capabilities, and they allowed Israel to have air superiority over numerous parts of the Iranian airspace for extended periods of time. They got attacked by America. They got attacked by Israel. They lost high-ranking IRGC members in the process. But ultimately, Israel lost more than Iran did. So I don't think that this is a victory for Iran, especially considering that I suspect Israel is going to simply re-up and rearm their air defenses, take note of the holes that exist within their anti-air defense capabilities, like they did after Operation True Promise 2. Okay? They will also be able to re-up and rearm in the process and then try this out one. Okay? And this was the final message. I don't. Okay, a couple things. One, I don't know what is going on the Iranian side, the Iranian leadership. There are inconsistencies in the messaging. It could be born out of like how fast this ceasefire was implemented. I do believe that the Iranian leadership would absolutely dive at the first shot. Dive at the first shot of a ceasefire, though. That tracks with their track record. So I can totally see that. However, another 100 gigs of stuff. Cinematic, goddamn. Beyond the inconsistencies on the Iranian side, as far as messaging, if we're gonna analyze like Trump, the big beautiful peacemaking president, this is yet another like tariffs are on, tariffs are off style situation. Tariffs are on, everybody panics, everybody yells at Trump. Trump scales back the tariffs. Everybody goes, "Oh, actually, we love that there were no tariffs to begin with. You're so great." Okay. There's also this, obviously Yashar Ali's assessment here saying one of the most prolific propagandists for the Islamic Republic of Iran, furious that there's been some sort of ceasefire agreement, goes off message. He attacks President and Foreign Minister of the Islamic Republic of Iran. This post has been since deleted. I don't care. Like the assessment of Yashar Ali aside, this tweet in and of itself also, I think, is more about the inconsistencies of this deal. I don't know who that fucking person is overall. I don't know why like I don't understand what is happening with the Iranian side. Because they said that they wouldn't surrender. The Ayatollah's statements contradict what they ended up doing in the end. Ali Abunima says, Iran appears to have given Israel a reprieve. Israel will thank Iran by escalating its efforts to bring about the collapse and destruction of Iran's government and society. Let's hope there's more to this agreement than just quiet for now. That's what I think as well. Because I think the only reason why Israel said yes to this is because Trump showed that he didn't have more appetite for further escalations on the American side. Iranians did the thing that they always do, which is limited retaliation. But because Israel's air defenses are in tatters and significantly depleted, without America joining the conflict with a serious escalation, like straight up, actively taking an active role in the conflict, I don't think Israel's offensive campaigns were going to be enough to stop the Iranian ballistic, which ended up shutting down the freeway. So we got stuck there. There's nothing you can do because they were doing a fucking police chase. This time, I don't know what happened. I suspect like a cop got killed or something. I don't know. Maybe like a cop got killed. Is that what it is? That makes a lot more sense. Just wait for the Olympics. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here before then. Yes, you missed the crossover Uncle Sam episode. That was annoying as hell. I'm sorry. I had 11 p.m. at Newark Airport. I'm leaving my home 3 hours before the flight. 1 hour each of travel, check-in, security, walk the gate, bro. No, the gate walking part in none of these airports is that big of an issue, especially because I have priority. I have priority access. That's part of the reason why you spend so much fucking goddamn money. So they treat you like a normal human being when you go to the fucking airport. That makes sense. Is a cop died. That's why. Okay. Anyway, lesson learned. Next time, I'm just going to go the day prior. I'm going to go the day prior to LAX. If I have to fly out of LAX, I just have to literally set up a tent at LAX the day prior so that I can make the fucking Hajj